AG1. And the reason I still drink AG1 once or twice a day is that it provides all of my foundational nutritional needs. That is, it provides insurance that I get the proper amounts of those vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and fiber to ensure optimal mental health, physical health, and performance. If you'd like to try AG1, you can go to drinkag1.com/Huberman to claim a special offer. They're giving away 5 free travel packs plus a year's supply of vitamin D3, K2. Again, that's drinkag1.com/Huberman to claim that special offer. I have a question about extrinsic motivation. So if we grow up being incentivized by extrinsic things, you'll get your allowance if you blank. You can spend the money that you make and, on your paper route doing the things you really want to do. Is there any value in those kinds of learning-based incentives for kids and for adults? Because that's the real world as well. I know plenty of people. I have family members that only work for a paycheck, and they're pretty okay because they like spending their paycheck. Yeah. Probably more than I'm not intrinsically attached to money. I certainly have needs in life, but I don't enjoy spending money for the sake of spending it or for gaining more possessions. But I know people that do, and I certainly don't judge. Are they somehow existing in a diminished landscape of happiness, or because they seem pretty happy to me, but they seem to have also worked out this relationship. They do certain things to get the extrinsic rewards, and they really enjoy what they can do with those extrinsic rewards.
There's a huge body of evidence on what are the effects of extrinsic rewards on motivation and performance. And I think the latest conclusions, if you look at the latest meta-analyses, huge study of studies trying to accumulate what's the average effect of adding a financial incentive to a task that wasn't incentivized before, or to a job where you were paid salary and now we're going to give you incentive compensation. There is a boost. So in general, people are more productive when they're incentivized for their output, but these incentives are better for motivating quantity than quality. So you see people get more done, but they're not necessarily more careful or more thorough.
Are they less careful and less thorough?
No. Actually, there's still positive effects on average. They're just weaker. And of course, you could then start to say, well, how do I incentivize being fast and careful? Mm-hmm. But I think where we do have to be really cautious is there's an undermining effect of extrinsic rewards on intrinsic motivation. And you were alluding to this earlier, dating back to the early 70s, where we know that if we take an interesting task and then we pay you for it, you might conclude that you're only doing it for the outcome and you lose interest in the task. So the classic demonstration, Mark Lepper and colleagues, is kids playing video games. And they're playing them because they're fun. And then you start to add in an incentive, and then when the incentive's taken away, they don't want to play anymore because the meaning of the task has changed. And now I'm doing it because I want to get something out of it, as opposed to I love the process. I think that phenomenon does not have to exist. So we know, for example, at work, if managers, as long as they give people autonomy, they don't present the rewards in a controlling way. So instead of saying, Andrew, in order to earn this, you need to do the following work. If they say, hey, look, I'd really love it if you would deliver the following, and in order to make that worth your while, I'm offering this incentive. People react very differently when they have a sense of choice and control. So I think that's I guess the starting point. In the presence of autonomy, I don't think there's a major downside of extrinsic rewards. I think you also have to be careful that that you're not over justifying the task. In other words, you're not swamping people's intrinsic reason for doing it, but you're adding a reason to try it. So actually, if we go to a different domain for a second, so look at kids who don't want to eat their vegetables. Extrinsic incentives are very effective to get kids to try vegetables for the first time. But then the hope is that they discover a vegetable or two that they don't mind, and then they find reasons to keep doing it. And I think that's how I want a lot of rewards to work. I don't think that rewards should be carrots that we dangle to try to control people's behavior. I think they should be symbols of how much we appreciate and value a particular behavior. And if you frame them that way, it's a lot easier for people to say, yeah, you know what? That reward is something that I really want, but I'm not only doing the task for that reward.
Yeah, that you basically answered the question I was going to ask, which is, and at risk of sounding new agey, but we are sitting in California. I could imagine that when one is focused on the extrinsic rewards, so a physical task or a cognitive task for an extrinsic reward, if I'm focusing on the extrinsic reward, I'm also, air quotes again, not present, right? I'm thinking about the outcome. I'm not thinking about process. And I think perhaps you can flesh out some of what this is exactly, but I think there's a fairly extensive data to support the idea that when we are physically and mentally present to the task, that we're going to perform better. And presumably our intrinsic liking of that task or performing that task increases as well. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. If we want to break down the mechanisms for why intrinsic motivation is useful for performance, one you touched on earlier, it's focus of attention. It's much easier to find flow when you're intrinsically motivated. You get into that state of deep absorption where time melts away. So you mentioned, sort of either speeding up or slowing down your sense of time. You forget where you are. Sometimes you even lose track of your identity, and you're just merged into the task. And so that concentration is helpful. There's also a greater persistence effect that when you enjoy what you're doing, you're less likely to give up in the face of obstacles. You're more likely to think about it when you're not doing the task and come up with great ideas. And so, I think there's a working harder, there's a working longer, there's a working smarter, and there's also a thinking more clearly effect.
This is a brief but related tangent. One of the things that I've found incredibly difficult in recent years is that most of my life, really since I was a small kid, I was foraging for things. And then, I used to give lectures on Monday in class if they let me, until they eventually stopped me, about the stuff I was reading about all weekend. So got an early start and then on the professorial front. But now, if I'm reading something and I discover what I think is a really valuable piece of information or a tool or a protocol, I'm like, wow, this is really cool. These findings are so cool. There's a problem, which is that now I have an opportunity to cast that out to the world through social media. We all do. This could be
Wait, I'm sorry, you're on social media?
From time to time.
You're all over my feeds.
You and I both do our own social media, by the way, which I really appreciate. I think one can always detect if someone else is handling someone's social media. So yes, I'm on social media, and I love that I have the opportunity to both send out ideas and information and also receive feedback. I really love the comment section. And always encourage comments. I learn from it, frankly.
Love is a strong word.
I learn from it, and you and I were weaned in the academic culture where, frankly, the kind of hazing that one receives in academic culture is very different than the kind of hazing that one receives on social media. But let's just say that if you come up through academia, you develop a pretty thick skin.
I agree with that. I do have to say, though, that there was a part of me that was really surprised when I started posting on social that I love constructive criticism. I was unprepared for the number of people who will knee-jerk criticize a study without even looking at whether the methods are rigorous.
Right.
I'm like, come on, if I posted this, surely it's at least worth considering the possibility that there's strong evidence behind it.
Right. Well, that's where a brief, I won't call it a retort, but a response of, clearly you should read the study further because I think you'll be satisfied with the answer or something. I don't know. But I agree. It can be a little bit harsh in there sometimes. But, the social media channels are, I think, it's a double-edged blade. They obviously have their issues, but can be a wonderful opportunity to share information and share it quickly. The problem is that it takes me out of what I was doing initially, which was learning, searching for those gems with which to share later. And I think there's a broader landscape to consider this, where people, for instance, are. I was at the beach yesterday. It was just absolutely spectacular day at the beach, especially for this time of year. And everyone was taking pictures of that experience on their phone and probably sharing that experience either social media or with friends. This is very different than taking a photograph and not seeing that photograph until later or not sending it out. And so there are now near infinite number of circumstances where we are taken out of the rewarding experience. I should rephrase that. We are taking ourselves out of the rewarding experience and focusing on a different rewarding experience that I think by definition is an extrinsic reward. So we are taking ourselves out of our intrinsically rewarding experiences and activating these extrinsic rewards. And do you think in any way that's undermining our experience of things that we really enjoy. Again, not to demonize social media or these channels, but I've personally found it difficult to refrain from sharing this knowledge that I'm so excited to share, but I deliberately delay. And there's a lot, I have a deep list of folders full of things that I want to post, but I'm just doing it, systematically over time because I really fight the temptation to do this, mostly because I want to continue to enjoy this learning process and this seeking process so much.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel torn. I think it was E.B. White who said, I arise in the morning torn between the desire to enjoy the world and the desire to improve the world. And this makes it difficult to plan the day. And I feel that every day. I felt it this morning. I was like, okay, it's time to leave to come to the Huberman podcast. I'm like, wait, but I didn't hit my minimum sunlight viewing. So what do I do? Do I show up on time for you, or do I meet your criteria?
The explanation, I was getting my morning sunlight and therefore I'm X number of minutes or even hours late, would have been completely fine.
I figured as much.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a built-in acceptable excuse with you. I think everybody experiences a version of this, and it's definitely gotten worse with social media and with smartphones. I think so. One of the most startling data points for me was Gloria Mark first put this on my radar. Before COVID, the average person was checking email 72 times a day. How do you ever concentrate for more than a couple minutes if you're self-interrupting that often? You can't. Brigitte Schulte has a great term for this. She calls it time confetti. And she says, we're taking these meaningful blocks of time and we're slicing them up into these like tiny little dots of confetti. And not only can we not accomplish anything, we're also eroding our own sense of joy. Because it's really hard to enjoy the 30-second blip of time that you get on a task. And I think we know a lot more about the existence of these problems than how to solve them. But one thing we do know is blocking out uninterrupted time is meaningful. There's a great Leslie Perlow experiment where she takes engineers and she has them, she sets a quiet time policy. No interruptions Tuesday, Thursday, Friday before noon. 65% above average productivity.
Could you repeat the protocol again?
Yeah, so quiet time, there are a couple iterations of it, but I think the most effective one was Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, no meetings, no interruptions, no Slack, no emails before noon.
And during those periods of no interruptions, one could tend to whatever their primary purpose is at work.
Yeah,
so for me, it might be podcasting. Obviously, I don't have my phone in here, never do. But it doesn't mean no interaction with anyone else. It just means focusing on the major tasks.
The task, exactly. And you come in with a clear sense of priority and purpose. And I don't think there's anything magical about Tuesday, Thursday, Friday before noon. It's just the idea of setting a boundary and collectively committing to it that seems to be important. And I think, when I think about this, I'd be really curious about your take on chronotypes here, because I think one thing I've learned in the last couple of years is that if you're a morning person, you do your best analytical and creative thinking in the morning. And so the quiet time block would work very well for me as a morning person. If you're a night owl, you probably want that block in the late afternoon. And I was encouraged, there was some evidence during COVID that people have their best meetings right after lunch, that they're something like 30% less likely to multitask in an after lunch meeting. And I guess, you could probably unpack the food coma, getting re-energized by other people. But it's led me to wonder if we should all be protecting the first few hours and the last few hours of the day for deep work, and then doing our core meetings and interactions and kind of off-task activities in the middle. What do you think about that as a sequence?
Yeah, well, I have a lot of questions about this for you, but I love that sequence. It certainly fits with my natural rhythms. I think there's ample evidence to support the fact that provided one is sleeping well at night and is on a more or less a standard schedule. When I say standard, I mean going to bed somewhere between, let's say, 9:30 and 11:30 p.m., waking up sometime between, let's say, 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., maybe 5:30 to 7:30, something like that. So not highly unusual night owl or super early bird. For people that are following that sort of schedule, the first, let's just say from 0 to 8 hours after waking, there tends to be a fairly robust increase in all the catecholamines, so dopamine, norepinephrine, epinephrine, which generally speaking, lead to increases in alertness, attention, and focus that are great for analytic work, great for implementation of strategies that you already understand, and you need to churn through a lot of stuff. And of course, there's a big increase in the morning, especially if you view morning sunlight, a healthy increase, I should say, in cortisol. Cortisol is not bad, folks. You want cortisol, but you want that peak early in the day. We know that. Okay, so for most people, it seems, at least my understanding is that that period of time, 0 to 8 hours after waking or so, is best devoted to the quote-unquote most critical tasks. But one of the common problems is that people take that ability to implement a known strategy and they start battering back all the emails, or talking to coworkers is great and it's often required, but the question is whether or not it's productive conversation or whether or not it's just conversation. And we tend to have a lot of energy early in the day. And I'm obsessed with the idea of neural energy as opposed to just caloric energy. So there we're talking about neural energy. And then post lunch, so really as we get to the sort of 9 to 17 hours after waking, there is a dip in autonomic arousal that during the middle of the day, the postprandial dip, there's a post-lunch sleepiness that can be partially offset by delaying your morning caffeine a bit if you have the afternoon crash. But it's interesting that you know that more productive meetings and less task switching and distraction occurred in meetings set after lunch, because that makes me think that perhaps being a little bit less alert is going to lend itself to more focus. And indeed, that's the sort of optimal state, relaxed but focused. You're not sleepy, but you also don't have so much intrinsic energy that you're tending to a bunch of things. Because I think a lot of people do feel that way. And I'm drinking double espresso right now, late morning, and I can sit still, but I think certain Zoom meetings, how do I say this? I don't want to offend any of my colleagues. I mean, they are boring enough. They are not content rich enough to grab all my attention. And nowadays, of course, there are multiple screens. Typically, I've got 2 phones and a computer, and you have to really spend some work to flip over those phones while I'm on a Zoom and things like that.
So maybe what were you saying?
So it's maybe the reduction in autonomic arousal that supports what you just described, but I don't know. My thinking, or my understanding rather, was that creative work and kind of brainstorming was best accomplished in the late afternoon. I've noticed when lecturing, I'd be curious what your experience is with in university lectures when I held courses in the evening. I used to like to hold my courses 5 to 7 p.m. or even 7 to 9:30 p.m. when I was teaching undergraduates, that people were much looser and more relaxed. And I always thought that might have something to do with an increase in GABA transmission that's known to happen late evening, that people are just kind of more relaxed and less social anxiety. They've been around people for much of the day. Anyway, I send back more reflections than answers. I don't have any firm neuroscience explanations for what you described, but there are some emerging theories about how that might work, and it has this 0 to 9 hours, phase 1, 9 to 17 hours, phase 2, and then of course from 17 to 24 hours, I'll call it phase 3, you should be asleep.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Well, I think there's a confound in your teaching experience, which is undergrads often sleep in until noon, or
True.
They might be up until 4 a.m.
Or at least 10 a.m. seems to be a typical rise time for the undergrad.
So a morning class might be too early for them to be fully awake. But there's some brand new evidence that at least on creativity at work, I read a series of, I think it was 3 studies recently, showing that early birds actually did do more creative work in the morning. And in part, I think again, I don't think any neuroscientist has touched the mechanisms on this yet. But in terms of the psychological processes, early on, there seems to be a benefit of the energy level, and some of that energy leads to more divergent thinking. And later, if you're a morning person, you might lose the ability to diverge quite as much, and so you end up in a more conventional space of thought. Does that track at all with your understanding of how it might play out in the brain?
My understanding is it would be a little bit it would be individual, but there is something to these liminal states between sleep and waking. So maybe we can wrap a convenient bow around what I said and what you just said, which is that we know that in the transition states into and out of sleep, and it doesn't necessarily have to be within the first half hour in and out of sleep, that there seems to be more divergent thinking, or at least activation of neural networks that are not as constrained as one observes when they're in a sheer task and strategy implementation mode, right? I mean, I think
is that similar to the shower effect?
The shower effect. So people have ideas in the shower or while running or while falling asleep, or my best ideas always come within the first hour after waking. That's why I carry a notebook around, and much to the dismay of people in my life, oftentimes I don't want to hear or talk to anyone first thing in the morning. This is problematic, and I had to make adjustments. We'll talk about adjustments between productivity and control and family interactions. This is something I know you've worked on and written about. But those liminal states are interesting. And I'd love your thoughts on this. I've had several guests on this podcast talk about their creative process, namely Rick Rubin. He's famous for his work in music producing, also has a great podcast, Tetragrammaton, as well as Carl Deisroth, a colleague of mine, who's really in the 0.0001% of super talented bioengineers, neuroscientists, who also happens to be a full-time clinical psychiatrist and has 5 children. Okay. And I asked them about their creative process, because both of them are very creative. Carl's process involves the following. Late at night for him, but it could really be any time of day, deliberately making his body as still as possible and forcing himself to think in complete sentences. Rick's creative process, although it includes a lot of different things, has a lot to do with also getting very still, lying down. Okay, other folks that I've spoken to, academics and artists, have referred to getting their body into motion but quieting their mind. So these are two opposite processes. In one case, the body is still, but the mind is deliberately very active. In the other scenario, the body is very active, but they're making their mind sort of in free association. Not still, but they're not deliberately thinking about any one thing.
Fascinating.
And I'm obsessed with this. Maybe you and I could work on this. You know, I'm due for a sabbatical. Maybe we could figure this out, because
I've never seen anyone study this before.
Right, because the nervous system, the nervous system, I'm not aware of anyone has done it formally either. The nervous system, of course, is a brain-body phenomenon. And so what happens when we sort of cut off the deliberate operations of brain or body, and it doesn't seem to matter whether or not it's brain or body, as long as one is deliberately shut off. And so anyway, I'd love your thoughts on this. I don't consider myself like an ultra creative or creative type to any great degree, but
me neither. That's why.
But I'm fascinated.
Right. But I'm doing it.
Right. But I'm fascinated by these deliberate tactics that highly creative people have undertaken in order to bring about ideas. I certainly have some of my best ideas when I'm running. And I'll just be running along like, my goodness, I wasn't even thinking. And now I need to write this down, okay, and then continue. I tried the Deisroth approach and the Rubin approach. I actually just spent a week with Rick overseas, and indeed he spends a lot of time just still thinking. And it's a very hard practice to get consistent with.
I wonder if there are individual differences here on which needs to be stable or steady. I'm thinking about a huge part of creativity is overriding your default instincts. And if you're somebody whose default is to have your mind constantly going, then quieting would probably shift your train of thought to something more original or unconventional. The opposite might be true. If you have a naturally quiet mind, I would imagine you need to sort of jolt yourself out of that with lots of access to free-ranging thoughts. And so it'd be interesting actually to study whether we can predict what you should still based on your personality.
Yeah, and maybe what we could do in that study, I think we have a collaboration brewing. There's a joke, two scientists walk into a room and what comes out is a collaboration. So I'd want to put people in a scanner. It's hard to get people treadmilling in a scanner because of movement artifact, and just look at resting network activation and compare that to resting network activation when people are completely still and forcing themselves to think in deliberate sentences, and then look at the overlap in that Venn diagram. That's what's of interest to me. They may be completely different brain states. They might actually have more similarity than differences.
I wonder then if you can tie that to differences in the quality and quantity of output. So I would imagine that one of the benefits of either kind of movement is that you end up increasing the volume of ideas, which we know is good for variety and ultimately increases the probability that you stumble onto something new. But then I think the being still part is probably better for the filtering process of I think one of the hardest parts of creativity is actually judging your own ideas. Most creative people have many terrible ideas. In fact, the most creative people have the most horrible ideas because they just have a lot of ideas. And I think that maybe there's a way in which quieting either your body or your mind allows you to gain some distance from the idea and see whether it's boneheaded or promising.
I'd like to take a quick break and thank our sponsor, Inside Tracker. Inside Tracker is a personalized nutrition platform that analyzes data from your blood and DNA to help you better understand your body and help you reach your health goals. Now, I've long been a believer in getting regular blood work done for the simple reason that many of the factors that impact your immediate and long-term health can only be analyzed from a quality blood test. Now, a major problem with a lot of blood tests out there, however, is that you get information back about metabolic factors, lipids, and hormones, and so forth, but you don't know what to do with that information. With Inside Tracker, they make it very easy because they have a personalized platform that allows you to see the levels of all those things, metabolic factors, lipids, hormones, etc., but it gives you specific directives that you can follow that relate to nutrition, behavioral modification, supplements, etc., that can help you bring those numbers into the ranges that are optimal for you. If you'd like to try Inside Tracker, go to insidetracker.com/Huberman. As a Cyber Monday sale, which will include Monday, November 27th and Tuesday, November 28th, Inside Tracker is offering 50% off their full website. Again, that's insidetracker.com/Huberman. Along those lines, when one is trying to gauge the quality of their ideas, how do you cope with, or how does one cope with not placing a judge on that causes some false negatives where you're wiping out great ideas? Because Rick Rubin talks a lot about don't give the audience what they want. They don't know what they want. They haven't seen it yet. If it's a truly creative idea, they haven't seen it. And but of course we all have to develop our own sense of taste. So how does this process work for you? I mean, you've written about and worked on a tremendous range of topics, and always I must say
Put my stream on your on. My stream on.
Gear up fast, we're about to get evil.
Time when you're going over the call.
Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
Let's get that bird spinning. Finish up. We're airborne at 3. There you are. We got the green light. You're going to the war zone. Grab your gear and shoot. You're up in 3. You are cleared hot on all threats. Watch your ass down there.
I'll see you on the other side. Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there.
Most wanted contract here.
Keep it tight.
You're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to close it. Gas is inbound. Enemies dropping into the AO. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. The bounty contract on you is closed. Your squad mates are redeployed.
Hello? Yo, do you have a key? I was in the middle of the game, like, 1v1, bro. Yeah, I got him. No, I didn't know you were gonna be home till like 6, bro, to be honest. No, I did leave some broccoli in the...
Enemies dropping into the AO. Loadout drop headed your way.
I was, dude.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Yo.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy that. UAV online and orbiting the AO.
Go to my stream. You can see what I'm doing.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at this time.
Yo, what is this?
Move it.
Dude, this guy just hit every single shot on me.
What?
Bitch. What the fuck you think you're doing?
Yo.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you, bro. You not hear me?
Yeah, I wasn't sure you could hear me. What's good?
How you doing?
I'm about
How was
to run
vacation? Your New
surgery,
Year?
warm up a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna run a resurgery real quick. Since when do you run solos?
Dude, they're easy as fuck. Those are just...
Aren't they campy as hell?
I mean, yeah, towards the end, but at the beginning, I feel like people...
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I've gotten pushed like 5 times.
Oh, shit.
Five deaths for them.
I bet.
Hey, hold on. Hang on.
I forgot that my team could hear me talking to you. Had to meet their asses real quick.
Heartbeat's actually fucking firing.
Dude, I feel like when you just take a couple of days off, you're rusty as fuck.
You are. Completely, dog.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Your eyes feel weird as fuck, too.
I'm like trying to get adjusted again.
Yeah.
How are the runs while I was gone though? You guys dubbing?
Yeah. Well, yeah, a little bit. When I was back home, but I was using a different monitor, so it was kind of ass, but still, it's something. Not as good as when.
Damn. Is your solo almost over? I thought Carson said he was ready.
Enemy moving.
He's here, but
Tell him to hop on.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
wait, what? I didn't see him run up. Wow. 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 Okay, Carson, hurry up. Piston.
Gas is closing in.
Oh, fuck you! Get off of me! Stop watching my shit, you fucking bitch.
You gave it a solid try. Time to head back to base. Less than 25, we're still standing. They hit us hard that time. Let's regroup and get back out there, yep?
Piston, do you have burn?
What was that? Launch. Oh my god. Got fucking pelted. Let me know when Carson's in the lobby and I'll back out.
He's in the lobby.
Is he? I feel like it's hard to hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm in a game or what.
I think it does sound differently. Carrier car. Crash. Why isn't Tristan join up?
Wait on y'all.
He wants us to join on him. Yeah, let's get his
warming
spot
up
lobbies real quick. I'm gonna join up on him. I'm gonna get his spot
Shut
lobby.
up, bitch.
uh,
You guys are my party, right?
mm-hmm. Oh, my eyes are ready.
Oh, gotta meet your ass.
Yeah, why didn't you cook me that chicken, bro? That looks good, bro. Oh, that's steak. Oh.
Are there any metas? Or is it
Wow.
still the RAM?
I'm using sniper. Sniper's meta as fuck. The
Y'all got
The LMG is sick.
Do you have a good RAM setup?
Kieran does.
15.
Have the. Dude, I don't know if you're gonna like it, bro.
Isn't it like steady as hell?
Well, it's steady as hell, but then you got it's down and to the left like recoil pattern, so you have to go down and to the left. It's sort of hard to control a bit.
I don't have the broadhead. Is that under the muzzles? No, I don't got that. Yeah, it's not high enough yet. Damn. SBA it is. So whack.
Dude, you want an SVA class?
Oh yeah, let me get that. If you got a good one.
It's a decent one. It's the Spirit Fire V27 muzzle.
Yep.
Do you have the STV precision barrel?
Yep.
Do you have the Bruin heavy support?
Yep.
60 round, of course.
Yep.
And then I use the NIDAR model.
The what?
The NIDAR model, like I just use like a red dot sight. It's like a circle dot sight. It's sort of nice.
Is it far distance though or no?
No, then just use the Spirit, the Eagle Eye one. That's nice though too.
Eagle Eye.
The Choreo.
God, there's so many options. Why am I not seeing it?
Probably to the very back.
Choreo ELT.
Choreo. It's Choreo Eagle Eye. Dude, this feels hard.
I don't think I have it unlocked though.
Do you have it in the very back though?
Bruh. How many fucking reticles we talking? Yeah, I see it. Choreo Eagle Eye.
Okay. What size you got?
I'm using
AMOP V4.
Choreo ELT 2.5.
Oh, what is that?
It's like the only decent one I could find that's like somewhat far.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if I have it. Choreo ELT.
Yeah. 2.5.
What? I don't have it, bro. I guess people use that one too. I've seen people use that a lot for the.
Pretty decent.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. It's a nice 2.5 one. Yep. Let's do it. I
Wow, I didn't start it the whole time. I'm a bot.
You ate your whole steak here? Come on, you fucking.
Damn, you guys had steaks for dinner?
Kieran did. I didn't. He didn't make me one, bro.
Damn.
He wasn't even home. I didn't know he was gonna be. When did you make it, bro? Like 30 minutes.
It'd
Man,
be
you didn't
like
think,
that,
you didn't think I'd
though.
be home? You didn't think I'd be home at 5?
It'd be like that though. What kind of steak we talking? What kind of cut?
Bye.
That's my favorite.
I'm surprised you haven't said, "Yo, dude, your bag's different then, huh?"
It was coming. It was coming.
I had some broccoli too with it. Oh, can't wait. Yo, I'm going over to Kloss's if you want to slide.
Today?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Lakers game, and the Aberdeer's going.
Oh no, shit, last minute as hell.
What'd you say?
It
It is
last
last
minute
minute.
as
We've been trying to do a Lakers game because no one else really watches the
exactly.
Lakers. No one else watches the Lakers. So, alright, you guys want to try to do something? We've been trying to do that for a minute. I don't think. Are you going over there, Carson? Or I don't know. Are they smoking? I think they're smoking. I'll hit a pin.
How are the Lakers this year? They chilling?
They're all right. They were
like the
good
third
early.
seed. They were like the 3rd seed. Now they lost like 5-0.
Damn. Someone get hurt or no?
Oh,
No, dude. They're just terrible lineups.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by.
Have they been running or no?
No, they haven't. People in that mall early, bro.
Who? Yeah, because they're like
the worst time when I'm already.
the worst possible times, bro. We're just on different schedules. Like they need to play on weekends more.
Yeah.
You're a pussy.
Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, this is Shadow
pretty
01.
fucking nice.
Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
Twitch, bro.
That's crazy. You like sniping now all of a sudden.
I know, I love it. Yeah, I liked it in Warzone 1, bro. I love the car.
We're deploying you to the front
I feel like you always ran
You're up.
SPAR.
Grab your shoots.
Dude, I ran the sniper a decent amount of times
Weapons
too.
free on all threats.
98 and the what's it called? What's that one called?
I'll see you on the other side.
The K-Swiss. The K-Swiss.
Oh, K-Swiss was nice.
Nice.
Battle Royale.
I like how it sounded with the muzzle on.
Yep.
Alright, pop up or
Keep
OG?
clear of that gas.
Most wanted
Get to
contract.
the safe zone.
Yeah, let's do it.
Scratch that.
Did we make here or talk?
Most wanted contract here.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm
Or
down.
what?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, there's one right here. Sure,
Wanted contract right here.
Okay, let's
There's
go.
one team on that scav.
We'll just go here, I guess.
Wanted contract right here.
Let's get that contract.
Nah.
I'm already going most wanted.
We're outside the circle, so we have to do this quick. Loot as much as you can.
Gas is inbound. You're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to close it.
Loot as much as you can, Kiki.
Crazy, they don't put shit up on this roof over here.
God, why is there not?
There was one box. Bro, one box straight up. You guys didn't see anyone landing, right?
No. Let's go. Where do we get the buy at? One's already coming.
There's a...
The bounty contract on you is closed. Your squad mates are redeploying.
Assault rifle marked.
Got loot here.
Alright, let's take this to where that buy is. Fuck it.
Enemy movement.
Okay, right here, you saying? Right there? He's out. Are they outside? Alright, I got a heartbeat. There's more. Here, come here.
Moving to my mark.
Like here, like green, right here.
I hate
He's here.
Is that on you, car?
Yep.
Enemy movement in the AO.
Stun grenade out!
Left side, this way. Right here, behind.
Shoot me again or return the favor.
Right under us.
What?
Or above.
He's gotta be above. He just came from below.
You got a loadout drop inbound.
Above.
I'm up top of the stairs.
Relocating the safe zone.
Sniper's down!
Alright, let's get a loadout. I'm gonna get a UAV.
a loadout's right here.
I know, I'm gonna get a UAV.
Oh, I can grab. Let's get a loadout and then you can.
Oh, we're getting shot at? Over here? Blue?
Well,
No, you wanna buy our loadout?
probably one.
Moving to my mark.
Come on, hurry.
Oh, I just fucked it up.
Here, I got 10K here. Oh, bro, you just threw it where
Loadout drop
they're
headed
sniping
your
at.
way.
On blue. Yeah, be careful. LMG. I think steady as hell. You dropped it?
Marking enemy.
Gas is closing in.
Moving.
You guys grab your shit.
Head to the safe zone.
Got a custom weapon here.
After I clean myself.
I might need to go SBA. Hold on. Oh,
Alright,
behind us, above us.
Oh, he's right above, right here.
Marking enemy.
Kim.
Eyes up, the sector's hot. There's a moving
Nice,
here.
good storm.
Enemy in
Good
the area.
storm. We have to push towards cargo. They're above. They're above too.
Oh, I see him. They're deep over there.
Cancel that.
Why isn't it pinging for me?
He's right there. He's right here.
Moving to my
He's
contract.
going off fire. He's going
Good
off
balloon.
fire.
Oh, I was gonna say we could balloon there. Got top.
There's a bounty contract.
Want a balloon on top of fire? Let's go.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Oh shit, no. We probably should go inside storm. Storm's already
Bounty
pushing us.
targets are up. Get after them.
Storm's already pushing
I'm gonna
us.
go like right here.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here.
Disregard that.
I can't stand these marks.
Moving to my mark.
Yeah, no.
There's guys right outside.
Got a buy station here.
Oh, they're zipping across. Zipping across.
Got movement here.
Alright, bro.
Right on, sir. I don't see him. Tristan, where you at? Okay.
Oh, he's down low.
Help. How am I getting sniped?
Gas is moving
see
in.
them.
New safe zone located.
Oh, wait.
I don't have much smoke.
Fire sale active. Buy
Nice,
station
right there.
prices have been reduced.
Took a shot! Dude! What is this?
Where are you getting sniped from? I need the direction.
Far away like this way. I don't know.
Movement.
I got you.
What was that?
I think people are under me.
Like further over by...
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Shed's under you.
Right there.
Got movement here.
Look at my red mark.
Downed.
No way.
Yep, down.
No, he's not. I just got dusted.
That's two.
I'm getting sniped. I'm getting headshot every single time.
Yeah, bro.
Gas is moving.
He's like right below his car. Oh, I got 90.
Bro, every time I move, he gets bodied. Bro, this is fake.
Move to the
There's
safe
two.
zone.
There's two.
Yeah, there's a sniper closer to
Your
us.
squad mate has entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to
I've never seen
redeploy.
that many. Locking on pressure.
Tossing smoke grenade.
Are you taking it?
Oh, I need
Oh, that's 7. Yeah.
Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices.
Right here.
I haven't seen stuff like that in a while. Every time I...
Dude, no way.
Your squad mate failed their mission. They're headed back to base. We lost that sumbitch. Bounty contract's been pulled.
Some bullshit.
Enemy marked.
You see that? Let's go. Let's mark it. Let's go. Alright, Ken, I'm leaving. Get in that circle. Cover's gotta go.
Moving to my mark.
They're on that building. Red mark. Above me?
No. I told you
Target
let's
area
go.
marked.
I
It's
told you
10
years
o'clock.
ago.
Longbow 3-1. Target acquired. Strike inbound.
I can help you from this area. Hold up.
Bro,
Oh, what the hell?
Moving.
What? Can you, like, go while
I
we're in the back
told you.
position?
No, I was right next to you and you
Armor
left.
satchel marked.
I told you, come
Told
over
me
here.
You wanted to go that way.
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone.
You might as well just play yourself here. No way. No way you saved me that car. Wow, good shit.
Fucking be it. Get on me, you dumb fuck. Stop fucking thirsty. It's annoying. I said, yo, let's get out of here. You're the one who had no
I don't
shield.
understand, like,
Oh,
what
shit,
made
let's
you, like,
go.
the leader.
Okay, you're the one who's getting thirsty, bro.
I'm over there, man.
You have a buy station inbound.
Do you have any, what's it called? No, yeah,
Ammo
smoke.
here. Throwing smoke.
Wait, where did it land?
Oh, good shit.
Tossing smoke grenade.
Deployable
Guys
buy
here,
station
guys
ready.
here.
I'll take the
Self-revive
Is
here.
the gas coming though?
You got 1 second.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Bro, I just got lit up.
Yeah, I downed him. Nope. I downed the guy.
I'm
Sniper.
Get to the safe zone.
Inside here. Okay, don't. We have no smoke. Right here. Green.
Don't shoot. Yep.
He's broke as fuck. One of them is down, but he's just getting revved right now.
Oh, I gotta grab some ammo and shit from here.
Right here. I don't see him. I don't know where. Oh, right there at the top. Okay. Oh, okay. He's going up. He's going up the thing.
Online and opening the AO.
Behind us.
Kingdom.
Right here.
What am I doing?
Moving to my
Right
mark.
here on wall. Right here on wall. Right here on wall.
Enemy
He's gonna be
movement.
here. Look at red mark. There you go. He's going forward. Trying to cut us off.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station.
Go here.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTB is
I think we go right.
Car or here behind you.
He's broke. Green.
Knocked one.
We gotta go right. We gotta go.
He's sniping.
Moving to my
you.
mark.
Which one? Right?
He's going for the red back there.
Fuck. Alright.
Nice. Car finished him off.
Above us on green. Hold on. I can't mark it.
Moving.
Here. Where your boy joins.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I don't know what you're saying here.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Bottom floor.
I need to throw these.
Dropping some armor.
I'm using dusty guns, just heads up.
Grab this medic vest.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
You have a medic bed? Oh, right here. Nice.
I got tempered and medibus, so you can grab all as much as you want.
Enemy movement
Was
in
this
the
way?
AO.
Marked.
Okay, right here up top.
Moving here.
He's watching. He sees us. He sees us.
Precision.
You got gas
I need you to
moving
look
in.
at the top of those marks. What?
Advise you head to the safe zone.
Down.
You've got a lot of ground to
Down
cover.
one?
Downed one. They have the revving. Right here.
Moving to my mark.
Hold on. I'm in.
Well, they're just trying to rain down on us. It's kind of bad.
the outside. Let's go. Come this way. Up. More behind. Right, Karen direction. Going outside.
Do you have any good guns? Oh, on me.
Five left. Down to you, soldier. Bring home a win. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
To your right, Spell. On top. Oh shit.
Go off, kid. Shield up, no?
Shield up. It's on top. Behind you. To your left. Back left.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
There you go.
There's a guy close to it, thing.
Oh yeah, nice. Ooh. Very left. Let's go very left, yeah. Fuck. No shield. I mean, not no shield. No, There might be right here. Oh yeah, get a shield.
Enemy buy station incoming.
He didn't have any shield? Holy fuck.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone
Okay,
relocated.
10 left.
Only 10 left.
Fuck.
14. 9 left.
Got money.
I wouldn't even go for the buy, just close this out.
He's on top of that. I think he's on top of that. He's there.
Oh yeah, it's right.
Gas is moving.
Damn, if you had a gas mask, you could play it so well.
Got armor here. Disregard that.
Already shattered in storm
smokes.
Oh, does it make the coughing noise?
No way, dude.
Only 10 were left.
To be able to kill people quicker.
They hit
Dude,
us
like,
hard
I don't
that time.
like the health.
Let's regroup and get back up there, yep.
And I didn't know how close.
Dude, if you had a kill streak, that would have been dirty.
Grenade! Tossing smoke grenade!
What was the score? I don't know how many kills I had. I only had one death, bro. That's fucking annoying. It's like I hate dying and not you being able to use the gulag. It's so annoying.
Owen?
You're.
There she is. Trying to run some quads.
Let's do it.
Waters. Nice.
Got a full squad.
Alright, I'm
Takashi.
stream this one for the boys.
How are you been
Yeah, hopefully it never ends up on
No,
me.
never. I haven't done it in a while. No one watches anymore, bro.
How was Miami?
Insane. Bro, I had no idea how Latino driven it was, though. I was a goddamn...
Are you
Yeah.
special?
Well, dude, I didn't realize I'd be like a minority out there. It was insane. No one spoke English. Legit.
Yeah. You say, hola, mi amo Taustin.
Oh my god. Outstanding.
I mean, I could understand it, but I don't really speak it.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Because you a little ski. Where'd you guys go for New Year's?
Just like one at Bayfront Park, I think it was called. Like in the downtown Miami area.
You didn't go to 11?
Nah, we didn't go clubbing. Shit was insane.
Harley Davidson would not let you do that.
Oh, for sure. Shot collar was on.
You had to look straight ahead at all times, I heard.
Dude, the girls out there were
Cat
insane. Stupid.
I got you on the stream, bro. You're fucked.
Bro, she caught me so many times. It was insane, bro.
Fuck.
They were pushing the limits of the jeans out there. Like, I don't know how they were fitting their shit in there.
No shit.
Bro, it was insane.
But you gotta wear the glasses.
Because I was.
I was like, what is this?
I was.
They're not color.
Your eyes were popping through the glasses, I bet.
I was so lost. I was like, where am I?
4K, 4K, 4K.
Use this time for some target practice. Real thing's coming soon.
Don't even fuck with the Warzone or what?
Yeah.
Pretty decent, right?
Enemies dropping
Yeah.
into the
I
AO.
fuck with it. What guns are you rocking?
That's GA form. That's GA swag, so it's the only thing I have unlocked.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna use this game. I've been trying to level up the intercept or the eradicator.
Oh yeah, right.
Takashi, what are you using?
I use the RAM right now.
The RAM? Yeah, I heard that thing shreds.
Just so steady.
Yeah.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. All stations
shot
are
what I was
green to
looking
go. Stand by for deployment.
Same.
Prep for dust off. We're up in 3 mics. Let's
Should we go
move.
low town?
Here we are. Head shed gave the green light.
All these
We're
places
deploying
are
you
like
to
the same
front
thing.
lines. You're up. Grab your shoots.
You wanna go to
Enemy
Old Town? You wanna go to
activity will
Wall
be
Street?
high.
Old Town
Expect
4?
Contact early and
Low
often.
poorhouse?
Low Poorhouse?
Let's get this done. Your team leader. Set a drop point for your squad, soldier.
Chasing sunsets in
Gas is
California.
closing on your possession. Suggest you hightail it out of there. Enemies dropping into the AO.
Oh, it's spicy.
One behind you.
I had to dipset out of there, I'm sorry.
No, I'm down.
I'm coming.
Very top, very top, very top, very top. I killed one.
They just
Oh, fuck.
motored.
They're airstriking. Airstriking.
Yo.
Dude.
God, I tried to make it sure that I got my back, but
Hard, and I got cocked. Damn.
what the fuck was that?
Solid try. Time to head back to base.
Oh my god, yeah, right.
Na-na-na-na-na.
Dude, how many times do I have to hit motherfuckers in the
Bro,
gulag?
that's a
Marking contract.
I dusted my god.
How much damage did I just do? 6? Is that not enough? How much health do you have?
A lot. As J. Cole would say.
Supply boxes marked. Secure those locations.